Hi, I'm Shubham from Make Makan. We make Makan making simple by bringing harmony to architecture and design firms so you can manage and track projects, teams, files, and progress in one place. Now that you've seen project details inside Harmony, let's see how to create tasks in Harmony. Head over to My To Dos in the sidebar. This is your personal Kanban board with four columns: to do for tasks you haven't started yet, in progress for what you're working on, for review. This is for when tasks are done and you are waiting for feedback, and done column for tasks that are completed. Let's create a new task. Click the Add Task button or the plus icon in the to do column. You'll notice two types of tasks here: personal and work. Personal tasks are private to you, great for reminders like bring harmony to my firm. These personal tasks don't affect project tracking. Let's quickly create a personal task. Once you're done filling up all the information, hit create task. This will create your personal task. Then we have work tasks. These are linked to your projects and visible to your team. That's how Harmony tracks overall progress. Let's make a work task now. I'll pick a project, select the phase this task belongs to. Because we have customized our template earlier, most of this is just a few clicks away. If you ever need a task that you hadn't mentioned in the template, you can always add a custom task. Optionally, you can select a deliverable, assign it to a team member. This could be yourself or someone else. Add a description so your team members have an idea of what they have to work on in detail. Set a priority for the task. Default is always medium. Add a due date and any attachment or reference files that would help them get their work done quickly. And then we hit create task, which creates your work task. Personal tasks have a personal label and work tasks have a work label. The task card shows the due date and the priority, as well as what project it belongs to and who is going to execute it. You can open the personal task to see the task in detail, or the work task to see the work task in detail. The work task was created by Shubham and it was assigned to myself, so the assigned to also shows Shubham. Project is Aurora Residence. Phase that I had selected was site analysis. And the step that this task belongs to was survey and soil testing. Now let's create a task for another team member. So you can see how tasks move across Kanban board as they progress. Once you've created a task for another team member, that team member gets notified that a task has been assigned to them. Shubham Singh assigned you a task: hire a licensed surveyor to map boundaries in Aurora residence. They can see this task in the dashboard as well as in their to-dos, where the task will be shown neatly as a task card that can be opened to see task details. This shows the priority of the task, what column the task currently sits in, and that this is a work task. You can also see the time at which this task was created, and as and when the task card is moved through columns, the last modified will get updated so you can track how work is progressing and how your team is performing. Okay, so you've just created a work task for yourself and for another team member. The work task that you created for yourself can be edited by you by clicking on the edit button. You can edit the task name, who it's assigned to, and the due date. Let's set one day and let's add a file. All right, and then hit update task. Now you've just updated the task that you created for yourself, but what about the task you created for Harmony Sync? You don't see it here. That task is available to Harmony in her Kanban board in my to do section. To edit or delete tasks that you've assigned to someone else, you'll head over to project details. Inside, you'll go to task and timeline tab and scroll down to project tasks section. You can see all the tasks that you'll assign to yourself or other team members for this project. So we've just assigned a task to Harmony. We want to edit this task. So we'll click edit over here and edit the task name and also give her one more day to do this. And we have some attachment that we'd like to add. So let's add that attachment and update this task. Once you update the task over here, Harmony Singh will get a notification that the task was updated and the timeline was changed. Someone updated your task and changed its timeline to this is the edited name. And so we can also see it in our dashboard as well as the to do section. The dashboard says the task's timeline was updated because the due date was changed. And we can see that we have a task attachment that we didn't have earlier, as well as the due date of the task that's now been set to 28, which was earlier 27. And that's it. That's how you create a personal task, work related project task assigned to yourself, and a work related project task assigned to a team member, as well as editing the tasks that you've already created and assigned.